Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I'm back at it this morning. I laid down for a couple hours. Didn't sleep much, but I just wanted to stretch my legs, so I slept like an hour, but I lay down for a few. I tossed and turned for a few, and then I fell asleep for like an hour. Anyway, so I'm a little bit refreshed. So I'm gonna get back at it. I was reading some comments, and I can't believe that I missed the mom saying something. Okay, so thank you guys. That's why I love reading the comments. I love putting it out there and seeing what you guys think, because you guys catch a lot of things I don't catch. So she starts to say about her friends working so hard and compromising, and then she stops herself and not compromising but being so open, and she basically just changes it to make it seem like the friends have been just so cooperative, so open to share things, but she slips up, I feel like. So I'm just going to play that little clip again for you. If you want to see the whole interview, it's in my last upload. And then as far as some people were saying that they thought that was the same SAMI interview from American Dream Chaser, just flipped. No, it's not. I cropped it. It's, you could see the other guy interviewing him. It's from like CBS Sacramento. I have the link in the description for that channel if you want to watch the whole thing, but I like cropped it so we could see her better. But if you look at the whole video, you'll be able to see the guy interviewing her. It's some guy from CBS Sacramento, I believe. But I have the link in the description of my last video. But anyway, here's the clip with her mom.
And we have such a love for all of her friends and are really appreciative of them working so hard and not compromising, but so hard and not compromising, but just being so open to work with everybody and being so honest to share everything that they do now.
Well, you have a lot of support and love and prayers here in the Bay Area as well. One final question. We look forward to having you back on the program after you reunite with Kylie.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so the next thing I want to point out, it's on a couple different clips. I'm just going to show two. I think there's 3 or 4 where they talk about it. It's old news clips for this case. They talk about how her car had scratches on it. Basically, it previously had scratches. So they wanted you to know basically that the car that you're looking for, look for this. And they clearly say that the car has scratches. So one of the clips says the car has scratches, and then another one says the car has scratches on the front. So you can look at that a couple different ways. You could look at it as, okay, it really had scratches on it before. Or if you're starting to believe like something weird happened and people are trying to cover it up, you could look at it like they're trying to cover their tracks basically, because they know whatever happened caused scratches on the car. So they know when you find the car, it's going to have scratches, and they want you to think that those scratches came from before and not from whatever happened to Kylie. What do you guys think? I'll play the clips for you.
Kylie's silver 2013 Honda CRV is also still missing. It has a California license plate that reads 8YUR127. Her mom says there's a dream catcher hanging from the car's mirror, a sticker of a ram on the back right underneath the rear windshield wiper, and noticeable scratches on the car. Now, here's a picture of the SUV that she was driving. It is a silver 2013 Honda CRV, and it has California license plates and reads 8YUR127. Her mom says that there is a dream catcher type medallion hanging from the car's mirror, and that some scratches are on the front.
So now I'm going to play you a clip this is from the same news clip, but it's Angela. She says the last record we have of Kylie being seen or heard from is 12:30 a.m. What about the 12:36 a.m. that SAMI says that she talked to Kylie? Did they already disregard that, like right off the bat? They disregarded that as false, and why? Because Angela's saying that she wasn't heard from or seen after 12:30 a.m. would not be accurate if what SAMI said was the truth. So you're telling me right from the beginning, law enforcement already knew that she was lying about that time, but yet nobody corrected it? They let that interview stay up and nobody has corrected the time, which is a big deal, especially when it was a missing person, when they're trying to put together a timeline and figure out what happened. The timeline is all thrown off if they don't correct it. So, but here's the clip.
Although her friends so far have told detectives that nobody has seen her entering her vehicle and leaving, So the last record we have of her being seen and heard from was 12:30 a.m. Saturday morning.
I was the last person to see her and talk to her, actually. She called me at 12:36 in the morning.
Now, police say the last known activity on Kylie's cell phone was at 12:33 a.m. That's just after her friends last talked to her. Kylie Rodney, described as 5'7", 115 pounds, blonde hair, hazel eyes. She was last seen wearing that black tank top and green pants, and she has a nose ring and a tattoo of the number 17 on her ribs. And
I was the last person to see her and talk to her, actually. She called me at 12:36 in the morning.
But how does she know that she's the last person to see and talk to her? If she left the party and she said that Kylie called her and she could tell that she was still at the party because she heard people in the background, right? Then there would be other people that saw and talked to her. There's no way that she would know unless if she was with her when something happened to her. There'd be no other way for her to know that she was the last person to see or talk to her. If she wasn't with her when she left and Kylie was still at the party, she hears people, meaning that she was around people, probably talking to people, if that's true of what Sammy's saying, right? So there's no way that she could say that unless if she was with her and she knew for sure. And she says that on more than one interview. I'm just pointing it out on this one. Okay, let me continue playing it.
Asking if I still needed a ride home from the party, even though about 10 minutes before that I had told her, like, I'm leaving, I already have another ride, because I didn't want to drive home with her. And so I had told her that, but she still ended up calling me at 12:36 asking if I needed a ride, and she sounded just really drunk, I guess.
So I've gotten some requests to play that SAMI interview in slow motion, so I'm going to do that, and also look at her hands. People pointed out how her hands, I think it's just like dirt on them. They look dirty. Yeah, just take a look at them and see what you guys think. I think it's just dirt because they're out in the campground and stuff. So as far as that, but also I think it's marker. I think some of it's marker because they were making those shirts with that marker, that black marker. So I actually think it's probably more marker than dirt, or maybe like a combination. Yeah, we'll slow it down. You could kind of like read her body language, see what you guys think. Here it is.
I was the last person to see her and talk to her. Actually, she called me at 12:36 in the morning.
Did you see how she like made that face where she called me at 12:36 in the morning? I think there's something to that, right? Like she's probably lying right there. If the phone was off at 12:33, how could she have called her at 12:36? Maybe from another phone. Either way, there's something that she's lying about because, so let's say either she didn't call at 12:36 or Sammy was with her still at 12:36, so she couldn't call, or she called from another phone at 12:36. So either way, there's some kind of lie and some kind of deceit when she's saying that. I mean, we know that from the facts, that 12:36 call, there has to be some kind of lie around it, right? So I think it's kind of telling how she makes that face where she's like, it's like almost like, I don't know all the proper terms for body language, or I just know the feeling I get, and I know some of the basic stuff, but I kind of know just like the feeling and just like common sense kind of stuff. And it almost seems like her body's like almost rejecting that in a way when she's saying it's just like 12:36, like it's hard for her to say that because it's a lie. Okay, so I'm gonna play it again for you. I'll zoom in.
She called me at 12:36 in the morning asking if I still needed a ride home from the party, even though about 10 minutes before that I had told her, like, I'm leaving, I already have another ride, because I didn't want to drive home with her. Because I didn't want to drive home with her. Because I didn't want to drive home with her.
I know I said this on my video that I uploaded yesterday, but I just want to point it out again. She does not look happy. I mean, it looks like she's that glare. She's like looking up to the right and then glaring. It used to be thought that looking to the right means you're being deceitful, but I guess that's been debunked. I mean, body language is, I don't like to use it as like a conclusive thing, but I like to use it kind of as a tool. But yeah, so she glares up, looks to the right, and then she goes on to say about how Kylie calls her back. So it seems like there's some annoyance that she has with what happened. And Kylie, if Kylie called her or whatever that scenario was, whatever happened that night, it's like, it seems like from watching her and listening to her that she's not very happy with Kylie, or she wasn't very happy with Kylie that night, and almost like she was annoyed and just kind of upset. And there's something there. It seems like there's definitely something there. Some kind of like annoyance and anger and hostility there that she has when she's thinking about Kylie and that night. Oh, and one more thing. When she kind of like shakes her head over, she's like, I didn't want to drive home with her, almost like an attitude. Like, I probably look silly, but it's almost like that attitude, like head shake, just like, ugh. Let me know what you guys think. I think I've already said this on my other video, but now that I'm pointing it out, going in slow motion, we'll probably go over it on a live. We'll go through it so I could get your guys' feedback live, but I just wanted to share a little bit of my feedback. Okay, here it is.
Because I didn't want to drive home with her. And so I had told her that, but she still ended up calling me at 12:36 asking if I needed a ride, and she sounded just really drunk, I guess.
She's so good. She's always checking in. She checks in with me multiple times a day, even the night that she went missing.
Okay, so the thing she does with her mouth paired up with what she's saying the night that she went missing, what do you think that means? Body language experts, can you help me out? Is that like a sign of something going on? Because it does seem like that's something where she does that with her mouth, and she's talking about the night that she went missing. Like, is she trying to hold back something? So she's talking about how Kylie always checks in with her multiple times a day, even the night that she went missing. So, I mean, it might just be stress. It might just be emotions surrounding that night. But I was just curious if anybody has some thoughts on it. Is it like she's not wanting to say something? And I'm not saying because I think she's involved in anything that happened to her daughter. I don't think she caused anything to happen to her daughter. I'm just contemplating if maybe there's something she's keeping for other reasons, or something that she's not saying, something that she may even know pertaining to that night or pertaining to what happened, that she's just keeping for some reason. But not that I think that she did anything to her daughter. So don't take what I'm saying the wrong way.
She's so good. She's always checking in. She checks in with me multiple times a day, even the night that she went missing.
Okay, here's a part of a SAMI interview that I want you guys to listen to.
I went up to her and I said, hey, I got another ride home, because she was meant to be my ride home, but I knew she was too intoxicated to get me home. So I said, hey, I found another ride home. Like, I hope you stay safe. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, I love you. Like, have fun and stuff. I think it's totally possible that somebody could have taken her and maybe offered to drive her home. They've searched into the forest. They've searched into the water. They've searched in every single place, and there's no tire tracks or anything from what I know.
Okay, so what do you guys think of that? So she says like a lot. So she says, hey, I found another ride home. Like, I hope you stay safe. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, I love you. Like, have fun and stuff. All the likes. Reminds me of the Watts case again with NK. But yeah, I think there's something to that she's maybe being deceitful. And then, so just like she stressed on the American Dream Chasers interview, how thoroughly they searched. She says it on this one. She said they searched into the forest. They searched into the water. They searched into every single place. And then she says there's no tire tracks or anything from what I know. So what do you guys think of that? I'm going to play it one more time for you, and just let me know what you guys catch and put it in the comments. And hopefully I'll try to read as many as I can. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to read every single comment, but I try to get as much as I can read. So okay, so I'm going to play it one more time and let me know what you guys think, if you guys catch anything and what you guys catch, because a lot of the times you'll catch things I don't catch, and then hopefully sometimes I show you things that you didn't catch. Okay, so here it is one more time.
I went up to her and I said, hey, I got another ride home, because she was meant to be my ride home, but I knew she was too intoxicated to get me home. So I said, hey, I found another ride home. Like, I hope you stay safe. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, I love you. Like, have fun and stuff. I think it's totally possible that somebody could have taken her and maybe offered to drive her home. They've searched into the forest. They've searched into the water. They've searched in every single place, and there's no tire tracks or anything from what I know.
So I'm going to play you another part of this clip that I want you to hear. So one of the reporters asked the other reporter if law enforcement searched Prosser already. He's wondering because how didn't they find Kylie, but yet Adventures with Purpose goes in and finds her really soon after they start searching the reservoir, right? So she says, oh yeah, I had the same question. And she said law enforcement said that more information that was given to Adventures with Purpose that was coming into this almost 2 weeks into the search, law enforcement shared with Adventures with Purpose, and it was not made public yet, which allowed Adventures with Purpose to narrow the focus down to that search, the Prosser search. So it's almost like law enforcement is trying to take a little bit of credit for Adventures with Purpose finding Kylie, like saying, oh yeah, the information that we gave them that wasn't made public helped narrow down the search so they could find her. But that's not true because law enforcement actually steering them the wrong way. They said, no, Prosser's been searched thoroughly. 3 dive teams searched it. So you don't need to search that. You could search the other reservoirs, the other bodies of water. And so if it was up to law enforcement, they didn't even want them to search Prosser. But since AWP is so thorough, they're like, no, we don't feel like the job is done until we search it ourselves. So how is that helping them narrow the focus to Prosser? And the information, I'm sure, at least some of the information they're talking about that wasn't public yet, was Nick, the roadside assistant guy, saying how he thinks that he saw Kylie at Boca. So even that information didn't help AWP narrow it to Prosser. It caused them to search Boca first. So either way, that's not accurate for law enforcement to say that. I just think it's a way that they're trying to take credit, a little bit of credit for finding Kylie in her car. Anyway, but here's the clip. Tell me what you guys think.
Madison, I know that the sheriff's office involved in this. Did they say if they searched that area of the reservoir before this volunteer group came in to search there?
Yeah, Tony, we asked the same thing today. They said they did and went through a list of agencies that had divers, swimmers, and ROV out on this very body of water. They said ultimately there were a few things working against them, one of which was that the car was found upside down, which made the search difficult, not to mention if any silt or dirt was moved and obscured the view of that car. And then, of course, there was more information that was given to Adventures with Purpose that was coming into this almost 2 weeks into the search. They said they shared with them information that was not made public yet, which allowed them to really narrow their focus of that search. Then add to it just the change in water levels from August 6th to today. One of the Nevada County Sheriff's captains that spoke said there's a 3 to 4 foot difference now, which could translate to 20 to 25 feet from the shore of a difference, which he said they don't know for sure if that played a role, making it easier to find Rodney's car yesterday. But he said that's definitely going to be something that they look into as part of their debrief moving forward.
Okay, guys, that's the end of this video. So I'm going to start working on the next video. So hopefully you guys are getting some good information out of these videos, that hopefully you're learning something new. I'm just going to keep on going and making them and getting your guys' feedback and just trying to figure this dang thing out, man. There's so many crazy things going on, like so many different avenues that I still want to go down, but each one takes so long. So I'm getting there though, with your guys' help. So all right, everybody, have a good day.
I'm begging you to be kind. I'm begging you to be kind, be kind, be kind. I know that everyone's got a mouth.